Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, our topic is special days book. In last class, we discussed about the sales day book and the sales return day book. Today, we are starting the further two day books, that is purchase day book and purchase return day book. As we all know that, what is the definition or which transactions are recorded in purchase day book? So all the credit purchases are recorded in purchase day book, and all the credit purchases returned to supplier is recorded in purchase return day book. Let's take an example. For example, this is our purchase day book. And the format of purchase day book is you have to write a column of date, particulars, or you can say that you have to write name of supplier. Instead of you have to write name of supplier, its invoice number, its folio number, and this is the amount. This is the complete format of purchase day book. And the second day book is purchase return day book. The second day book is purchase return day book. As we all know that all the credit purchases returned to supplier is recorded in purchase return day book. This is our first step. First, the transactions are recorded in the relevant day books, and then the second step, we have to prepare the individual supplier's account. Here we have to write date, name of supplier, this here it is called debit note number. When we return goods, we have to issue the debit note number. Against that debit note number, we receive the credit note number or credit note. It is folio, and this is the amount. So we take an example. We are deal with 4 suppliers. The first supplier name is Mr. Ahmed. We purchase goods from Mr. Ahmed for $5,000. The second supplier is our Mr. Junaid. We purchase goods for 7,000. The third supplier is Mr. Akram, and we purchase goods for $10,000. So we'll take an example of 3 supplier, Mr. Ahmed, Mr. Junaid, and Mr. Akram. And the dated are, for example, January 1st, 13th January, and the 17th Jan. But when we purchase goods from Mr. Ahmed for $5,000, the Mr. Ahmed sent us some defective goods, which we return to Mr. Ahmed, and we return goods to Mr. Ahmed on 5th of January, and we have to write only the supplier name and the amount. For example, we return goods to Mr. Ahmed for $500. In the same way, Mr. Junaid sent us defective goods of $1,000. So we return goods to Mr. Junaid on 15th of January. So all the purchase return are recorded in purchase return day book, and all the credit purchases are recorded in purchase day book. This is the first step in while we have to first prepare the purchase day book and the purchase return day book. Now, what's our second step? Our second step is step number 2. We have to prepare the purchase ledger. So what is the definition of purchase ledger? All individual suppliers accounts are recorded in purchase ledger. All individual suppliers accounts are recorded in purchase ledger. So first we have to prepare Mr. Ahmed individual account. Then second one is for Mr. Junaid, and the third one is for Mr. Akram. So we have to prepare all individual suppliers account in purchase ledger. The first one is Mr. Ahmed, and as we know that when we purchase goods from supplier, the double entry for recording purchases is purchases debit and accounts payable credit, or you can say that the credit is credit. So we have to post the first entry on January 1st of $5,000, and you have to write the reference name, that is purchase day book. In the same way, when we purchase goods from Mr. Junaid, we have to write $7,000 in the credit side, and we have to write the reference name, that is purchase day book, on date 13th. In the same way, we have to prepare an account for Mr. Akram, and we have to post $10,000, and we have to write the reference name, that is purchase day book, and this is the date number 17. It means that all the credit purchases are recorded on the credit side of the supplier's account. The reason is that whenever liabilities increases, it is always recorded on the credit side. Now we have to complete it, all the purchase day book entries. We have to post all the double entries, all the entries of purchase day book. Now we have to move forward, and we have to post all the double entry, all the entries in purchase return day books in the relevant account. And as we do that, what is the double entry for the purchase return day book? The double entry for purchase return day book is accounts payable debit and purchase return credit, or you can say that return outward credit. So we have to post 500 on the debit side, and we have to write purchase return day book. We have to write in the reference purchase return day book, and we have to write the date 5th of January. In the same way, we have to post 1,000 in Mr. Junaid's account, 1,000 in Mr. Junaid account, and we have to write in date 15th of January and write the reference name purchase return day book. This is our second step. We prepare the purchase ledger. It is individual suppliers account. Now, if we move forward and if we footing out and balancing out all the individual suppliers account, 5,000 is the bigger side, you have to write 5,000. If we 5,000 में से we reduces 500, it's give you 4,500. The balance brought down of Mr. Ahmed is 4,500. And if we balance out the Mr. Junaid account, individual account, 7,000 is the bigger side. If we reduces balance CD 1,000, this gave you 6,000 rupees. And the last one is Mr. Akram. That is 1,000. We record 1,000 in the credit side, in the same way in the debit side. And the same balance is 1,000 is the balance carried down and the balance brought down. So we completed, alhamdulillah, the second step. In first step, we prepared the purchase day book and the purchase return day book. This is our step number 1. This is our step number 2. Then in last step, we have to prepare the journal ledger. So what do you mean by journal ledger? All individual accounts except debtors and creditors are recorded in journal ledger. So inshallah, next class today it's over.